The best hip hop and R&B.
Hey, what's up? This is her. What up, y'all? It's 7th Street.
Power 109 Radio.
Power 109, today's hottest hits worldwide. Checking in, it's your main boy, DJ Shadoe. It's a very exciting week around here in Denver, Colorado. It is motherfucking 420 week. Y'all better make some motherfucking noise for yourself. I'm in the studio right now. We checking in. We doing media day. This is the first of several interviews we finna kick off for this interview series. You know, I got Blaze in the cut. I got DJ Nick at Night in this motherfucker. And today, our first guest for media day, I got my main man, Chicago's own, Stacker Starve DJ's own, motherfucking Doe from the Go. What's good, man?
Man, I'm here. I'm in the building, man. Denver, what up?
Yeah, man. My man done touched down. This is not his first time in the city. I know y'all seen the Def Jam events, you know, we put together. I know y'all seen all the shit we do, man. But my boy is in the city. It's good to have you here, man. Like, we finally sitting down. We in the new digs, new studio, new shit. We fresh off the boat, man. What's up?
Man, everything looking great, man. Thanks for having me, man. We're in the building, man.
Yeah, man. So, you know, for those that don't know, you know, my man, he does a lot of things, man. He's a mover, shaker, dot connector, you know, real industry guy, real street guy. Really held it down on the front lines of the music industry and just putting that work in when it came to, you know, getting these independent artists from A to Z. I mean, we could talk about Chief Keef. We could talk about Stacker Starve. We could talk about Lil Mouse. We could talk about, I mean, if you from Chicago, you've been to Chicago, chances are you've done some business with my man. So, I mean, just where'd you get your start, man?
I mean, I was in this shit for like 10 years prior to like people actually knowing who I was. Like, I started like, you know, just dibbling with the beats and shit and like into engineering, and then it started to just move to like the business part because niggas was coming around me, coming in the studio, they wouldn't have any copyrights, no their paperwork in order, whatever. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, all right, niggas need marketing and niggas need help with things. You know what I'm saying? So I started to like learn and study the business of the game first before I even wanted to attempt to help people on the business side. So maybe like mid 2000s, that's when I started like, you know, getting my hand in the marketing game and doing some street promotions and stuff. Yeah. And then, you know, moved to the A and kind of linked with a bunch of people. Even before that, though, you know, I was, you know, interning over at Death Row with Suge and everything, and just kind of learning the back end of the business. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And came back to the Shy, got a little name in the streets just from like my beats, my studio time, and all of that. Everything I offered. Yeah. And then made my way to the A, built a lot of relationships, moved around, you know, with my big homie Twin, and just did a lot of little things down there just to kind of like build up a rapport and a face card. Came back to the Shy, and that's when I started the infamous Stacker Starve approved mixtape series, you know, which kind of like catapulted a lot of the drill artists' careers as far as the mixtape scene in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? So from there, you know, we built the brand, built a whole lot of DJs up, and then got everything rolling and popping.
Nah, man, I mean, there's a lot when you hear that, you know what I mean, to just know that you came up like that and having, you know, some of that shit I didn't even know, and I've known you for years, like interning with Suge. What the fuck was that like? You know
man, it was cool because I sent a demo in. I was trying to rap. I actually sent in a demo.
Word?
I think I sent in a demo rapping or like my beats or something.
What year is this?
That was like when they was the Roll, so that was like 01, 02 type shit. Like he had just got out, you know what I'm saying? They was rebuilding the label and they was looking for people, so I sent in a demo of either beats or like me rapping. It was one or the other. My homie, he sent in a demo of him rapping. They sent him a check, you know what I'm saying, a contract. They sent me like they responded and they sent, it was in the mail. Everything was in the mail. So, you know, back then everything was just mail.
Right.
They sent me like some contact information, and they put me up. They took me out there. I was still on Wilshire or something. And then I kind of like got the formalities of like how the studio get ran, and I was just doing a little intern work and you know, working with, you know, people like Johnny J, rest in peace, and you know, learning a lot of stuff about the business. And I got to meet Left Eye. You know, it was real cool environment.
That's major.
Yeah.
Nah. That's amazing stuff because the type of mover and shaker that you are, this is the genetic makeup of what you actually do. So to kind of hear that, hey, artists, if you listening, this is the guy to tap in with while you in the city. Even when he's not here, he's in Arizona, he's in LA, he's in New York, he's wherever the bag is at. So
wherever the bag at.
So that's one of those things that I learned about you was when I was coming up was just how to strategically start putting things together. Because how me and Doe even met was even crazy because we didn't meet probably for maybe 4 or 5 years and actually in person.
For sure.
But I remember I had a show on Swerve Radio. I was fucking with Rocket and BMF and Green Up and all of that shit.
Sir.
And we had our mix show came on right before Stack of Star mix show. Mm-hmm. And I remember y'all reached out to me like, nah, bro, you got to just come on and join this team, man. And that was the first.
Crazy with Swerve. I ain't gonna lie, man. Swerve was a run, man. Shout out to Swerve Radio, man. It was a station built. Osiris and everybody, shout out to them.
Yeah,
it was one of those brands built, man. We have fun, like really putting the mix shows through. Because what I liked about doing that is Osiris kind of like didn't give me no red tape.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He
whatever.
He believed in. See, he liked my marketing ability, and he saw how I was doing things, and he liked my system. And all he had to do was just give me the green light and just let me do me. Like, we took care of everything. We took care of our graphics. We took care of programming the shows. Like, everything was just set up, and he loved it. So he just was like, yeah, well, tell me what slots you want, and you got it, and y'all do your thing. And we rocked out, man. It was a run for sure. I remember that time.
Yeah, no, it was great times for sure. That was my first real time kind of dealing with a platform outside of my city, and it was great. So then I remember Code Red flew in town. Him and his peoples flew in town. They was here for a conference or something.
Yeah.
And he came to the club. It was a Tuesday night. I wasn't even DJ. He just wanted to meet me. You know what I'm saying? It was just real shit. He came to the city. We got a drink. We talked and chopped it up.
Yeah.
And then, I got a call from you the next day like, yo, let's make some moves. And then, we've been rocking out ever since.
Locked in.
Yeah, man. So, let's talk about some of the fun shit that you done got me into. Like,
yeah, let's do it, man. I had the fortunate reach to be able to have accounts with different labels. Def Jam being one of my main accounts. Shout out to Def Jam. Been rocking with them 2014, so 8 years now.
Yeah.
And they hit me up. Just based on accountability in the streets and things that I was capable of doing, which impressed them.
Right.
Shout out my big homie Shampoo, and shout out everybody over there, EP, Mozzie, everybody, J.O. Yeah, so once they did that and put me in position to kind of run the street team over in Chicago and, help out with mix show stuff and, execute some of the biggest campaigns.
Yeah.
I was in position to put my homies in position no matter what markets I had to tap in, Denver being one of them. So, of course, it was only right to link Shadoe into that. So every opportunity I had for him, I put in motion. Everything from YG to Vic Mensa on down. And those were great, after party, lifestyle, anything associated with just the brands and trying to just link everybody. We was able to do that, and we did some great things, and we're still doing some great things.
Yeah, man. Like, for those that don't know, having a person that actually has some real relationships with the labels and the people that really make things shake in this music industry is really powerful. It's really valuable relationship to have, and that's what a lot of this gets you in this shit is really about relationships. Like, you gotta have good relationships, you know what I mean? 101, like, you gotta, because a lot of it, and a lot of it's just normal shit though, just pulling up, sending the email if you're asked to send the email. You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing I want the artists. The artists have to realize, you working your single or working your video or working your magic, it's all about relationships at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I was taught and built on how to work relationships. I know how to come into the club, make it about the DJ first and foremost. Hey, you want anything to drink? Anything I can get you? Oh, here's a gift. I brought something.
Right.
Just check on their well-being and where they're at spiritually before you even get to the business. That way, it just works all in hand, and then in time, you know, your record will get work. It's not a handout thing. It's not an expect thing. You gotta like build and show the DJ that you're working, or the tastemaker. It's all about just your approach and your vision for yourself, and all of that works.
Yeah, and that's a great segue, you know, talking about the DJs and how that process works. Some of the things that you've had me do on the ground, doing some footwork, you know, stuff as simple as just recording, you know, a minute or two of the record being played at the club, involving other DJs. These are the things that, you know, kind of run on the background that a lot of people don't understand. So the importance of this interview and some of the jewels that we giving out right now is the fact that, you know, if you're an up and coming artist or up and coming DJ, these are the things you kind of need to tap into. This is the real work behind all the glitz and glam that, you know, everybody sees. You know, we here at Power 109 got our own platform, so we like to utilize all our resources and be able to, you know, reach out to people like Doe and create that bond, so that way when we doing shit and shit come down the pipeline, that's how you get your entertainment. And if you on a local level, and that's how you see those big campaigns come down all the way to the street level. Like, I mean, I was walking down the street and there's some promo from Tiger or somebody on one of these artists on the street, like a stencil painted. And you know, I laugh because it's like it was somebody like us who was in position, and they was moving around. They came to Denver. Let's spray this shit down. It's for an older album or some shit. But that's what I'm saying. These are the things that, you know, kind of get placed and people don't really get to hear about or they talk about.
Yeah, and that's the importance of campaigns. It's all about just figuring out what works for you, because what works for you might not work for the next man, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Everybody deserves to have a vision for themselves, and whatever that vision is, just seek it out. But one thing about it, do not quit no matter what you do. You know, you could do things on a small level, on a mid level, or a bigger level, but you know, it's motion, and slow motion is what? Better than no motion.
Exactly. Okay, so speaking of motion, let's talk some mineral water.
Yeah. New album out right now. You know what I'm saying? Mineral Water, you know, that's my baby. Everybody been anticipating the project, so I had to get it out. The soft release was on 11/11. I will be releasing on the DSP soon. I'm just still tracking my numbers and doing things special. I don't want to do things traditionally, so my release was something special. So I dropped it on the minimal platforms. It's on Bandcamp, it's on YouTube, Audio Mac. You know, I'm still on the fence a little bit with DSPs, because sometimes, you know, there's a little silver lining in the way the streams are manipulated and the monetary royalties. So if I decide to throw it on the DSPs, I will. But if not, I will find a way where everybody can get it in the general fashion sense. Yeah,
so if you didn't know, he's also like a super A&R producer nigga that can, you know, do the DJ Khaled thing. You know, he's taking artists. I actually had the privilege of sitting in on one of those tracks. My name was on one of them tracks. Nigga shouted me out some raps, nigga. But but shout out to those artists, you know, that was on Mineral Water. I know you worked hard on that project. So
yes, sir.
We definitely looking forward to you know, seeing that grow, because, you know, as the game goes right now, you know, it's all about the longevity.
Yeah, longevity. You know and that's why I'm consistent. I'm back in the studio already working on the follow up to Mineral Water 2, and then I got some special stuff later this year. You know, we're gonna do some live events, some pop ups, and things like that. You know, with COVID, you know, everything kind of took its, you know, course, but yeah, everything's going strong and smooth. You can visit the site mineralwaterh2o.com, and then you also can check out the YouTube channel Stack with Star of Approve. I got hella content on there showing the making of the album, and also we'll be releasing the first single video very soon for Same 24 featuring Kentrell.
24. That's my shit. Yeah, we be bumping that shit around here at Power 109.
Yeah, we lit it. You know, we appreciate the support. So yeah, Mineral Water, the album out now, and you can check that out.
All right, cool. I got one more cool question for you before we get up out of here.
Yeah.
All the stuff that you've done. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all, this nigga's done private dinners for niggas like Jeezy and fucking Rick Ross and all kind of shit.
That private dinner, by the way, was fire. Shout out Jeezy. Who was breaking the album Trapper Die 3 at the time.
Yeah.
Particular album.
I was on that campaign. We was out here.
Yeah. That was a fun campaign, actually, because you know, Jeezy was really, really like feeling that album. And what we did was we linked with Power 92. Shout out Power 92 Chicago. we had the entire roster at a restaurant called Joe's.
Yeah.
And we did a fabulous dinner, man. It was so funny though, cause there wasn't any Avion tequila, and Jeezy requested Tito's instead. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, really?
But we had the entire night going. Like it was unlimited drinks. It was unlimited food, man, a la carte.
I saw it too. I was like, damn, I wish I would fly.
I got to play the album, man.
Okay, so check it out. Out of all the shit you've done, out of all the dinners and private shit, backstage, this and that, exclusive shit that you've done, what would you say is your number one, like I'm not gonna say bucket list because it might have not been something you expected, but what is that one like interaction or encounter, or who that individual is, or that project that you got to work with? What is that one ultimate thing that you've hit, or have you hit it yet?
The big homie Jada Kiss. When we did Top 5 Dead or Alive, we had a lot of fun doing that album. They really let me like be hands on with Jada Kiss, and mind you, man, this is somebody that I look up to. Like
right. Yeah, shout out Kiss, man. Shout out Kiss.
To his albums as a teenager, and to be able to work with him, and not just that, man. At the end of the night, man, when we left the club, man, he put his arm around me, man. We walked out the club, and he was like, thank you, man. You did a great job tonight. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
It was a great feeling, man. Like that was right there, like one of those moments for me where I was like, yeah, I held it down that day.
Okay.
For Kiss.
Yeah. Top 5. Nah, man. Yeah, of course. Yeah, that verses, man. We still laugh about that, right? Jada. All right. Power 109. This is motherfucking Media Day 420. Welcome to Denver, MacFest, the whole nine.
Follow me at Dough from the Go. That's DOUGH from DAGO. I'm on every platform you can find. Wherever there's a platform, you can find Dough from the Go.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? And when you tap in, just handle business. You feel me?
Yeah.
This is DJ Shadoe. We're gonna be back with more. Stay tuned. Keep your dials up. We're gonna get to some motherfucking music, and we're gonna get back to these interviews. Holla at y'all.
Yeah.